Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1468. I think it's 1468. I haven't been checking the numbers on the episodes this week, so I think. So I'm just going off of what I think is my memory. Good morning. Boy, I had a long, busy day yesterday. I we have friends coming in this evening. They fly in this afternoon. Uh, they're gonna first thing up. They're gonna go walk their old neighborhood. There's like I think like an art walk or something in their neighborhood over on the other side of town. So they're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go meet them for pizza tonight. I have been getting my basement was an absolute disaster. My wife again reminded me that we should have friends come over more often because you're in cleaning mode. Like literally day and night cleaning this damn basement since like Thursday night. I had the easy rooms were, basically just picking up piles of cards and a few boxes in the rec room. That was easy. The office in here, it's kind of a mess. I just have to pick up, some of these boxes, get them reorganized. That you see behind me, piece of cake. And I just had, previously I just had piles of boxes on the counter behind me. Yeah, the shipping room was actually the worst of all of the spaces. So I had the rec room, the office, the shipping room, and then the card storage room, which is the biggest footprint, the storage room, but it was it looked the most daunting, but it was actually kind of easy. I tackled that last night after dinner with the notorious MIL. But I was working on the shipping room until like 10 o'clock Friday night, and then all day. I didn't ship yesterday. Usually I ship every single day, package and ship. And usually I do make a post office run on Saturdays. Didn't even touch an envelope yesterday. I was getting that room. Wow. I mean, it looked pretty damn messy, and just I'm surprised I didn't sprain an ankle tripping over a box. I mean, I have tripped over boxes, but for my own safety, I should keep it clean. So that took me most of I think, did I get it finished? I think I did pretty much get it finished. Now it still looks like if you walked in and didn't see the before, you'd be like, this is a mess. I'm like, you should have seen it before. So I got that taken care of. I finished it up just in time for dinner. And we had Chinese last night, which it's not my favorite, but it's okay. Like I can go, my mother-in-law goes like, and she's been going like when her husband was still alive, they started going in like 1988, like when they first moved to Wisconsin. And they went like every Friday night to this, it's called the Imperial Garden. And so she and my mother-in-law still goes like every Friday night. She was still going like every week during COVID. Like it was, you couldn't go in, but you got curbside, and she would still give them business every Friday. So I guess it was Saturday last night. We went to Chinese last night. It was okay. It's and I think the reason it's to me is because they don't use all the like shit that most Chinese places, that MSG or whatever. Like that's what I love about China. It's like, I had sesame chicken last night. I had the sesame chicken. So then after dinner, come back downstairs and tackle the unfinished part, which was actually, so I did before dinner, I finished the shipping room, and then I got the first row of so I have rows of shelving units in the card room, and I got the first row, which was probably the first row and the last row were the worst because that's where I just throw shit and just it's just a disaster. But it was more disastrous than usual recently over the last 3-4 months because I've been going through like my Cubs boxes. I've been adding stuff and stuff that I don't want to take to the storage unit. I put in there. So it just kind of, I have so many damn cards. I didn't realize how many damn cards I have. I have so many damn cards. I've filled my SUV. I'm going to take another SUV. I had planned on doing a storage unit sale, another like dime box blowout. I need to get rid of shit. So I am going to basically sell my storage unit. Like I'm going to still keep renting it. I'm just going to list it on Facebook Marketplace. Everything in my storage unit minus the tables and the shelving units. All the cards. And there's probably going to be 1 million cards. Literally. So that's my plan because I'm starting to fill that storage unit. And I am not going to get a second unit. We're not going to get to that point. Now, a lot of times I say things that I end up, well, you said you were never going to get a second storage. You never said you were going to get a storage unit. Now you got a storage. Now you said you're never going to get a second storage unit. You got a second and a third. No, not at least at this point in time on May 4th, 2025, I have no plans of getting another storage unit. So I've got so much shit. And it's just, I did the storage unit sale, the dime box sale, and, I did like $160 in sales, which was okay for that day. Which was actually great for that day because I had to sort anyway. Like I had the Goodwill pallet stuff that I was still going through. But if I took like 5 hours, 6 hours of my day and only made $160, like that would be a fail. So if I do it again, like I probably won't have stuff to sort. I don't want to make $100-$200. So this week I'm gonna take at least one more load over and put it on Facebook Marketplace. And somebody's gonna get a deal because I'm gonna leave all the quarter boxes in there, which were dime boxes at my last sale. So it's gonna be a good deal for somebody that wants 1 million cards. So as I'm like making 6, 7, 8 trips up the basement steps to my car, I'm like, you know what? I'm selling it all. So, and I've got 50 or 60 4-row boxes in my garage of quarter boxes and other unsorted boxes. It's like, it's like I feel like I feel like I reach the surface and all of a sudden I walk one more row in and it's just all of these boxes and I go back underwater. It's like, oh my God. So a lot of damn shit. So I'm almost finished. I still have to make a couple more trips upstairs to I've got a bunch of binders that I'm going to take over. There's going to be like over 100 binders, I think, in my unit. And it's got to go. It's got to go. And at this point, this is probably like music to my wife's ears. And it's because I have the mindset of, well, it's worth something to somebody at some point in time. And I don't want to wait anymore. It's like, well, this 88 Topps bind, it's a nice binder. It's a partial set or maybe even a complete set. But I'm not going to wait until the right price comes along. It's just. So I've got most of the basement cleaned up. Today is eBay Live, 1:00 this afternoon. It's Sunday singles on eBay Live, so they're pushing the single sales in trading cards today. I'll be on at 1:00, just because based on my timing today. So 1:00, Sunday singles. I've been up for 2 hours. I've been up since 6:30, which is a rarity on Sunday, but I've got to get this shit done. So 150 singles, 50 baseball, 50 basketball, 50 football cards up for grabs today, starting at 1 o'clock on eBay Live. Any unsold cards will be in the unsold lot at the not the end, but the penultimate auction, I think is what we would call it. And then the very last auction, the last auction today will be the progressive banger. So it's a progressive auction. We're going to put 5 minutes on the clock. Here's how it's going to work. 5 minutes on the clock. And we're going to start it off with, I'll probably show before I start the clock, I'll put like a slab and maybe a couple like bangers at the beginning. And I'll be like, okay, here's the first, here's a couple other cards, 5 minutes, start your bids. And for 5 minutes, I'm just going to keep feeding cards. And every card you see on the screen, that's going into your pile. And we're just going to keep adding until the clock runs out. And it's extended auction. So in the last few seconds, you're going to get those bids extended out. We're going to keep throwing cards in. All right, we're still going. Another bid comes in, 10 more seconds, we can get a few more cards in. So we're going to do that this afternoon, starting at 1 o'clock with the singles auctions, 150 singles auctions. Any unsold will go into a lot. If there's only like, I'd say 5 or less singles that didn't sell, we're just going to rerun them at the end. If there's 6 plus, we're going to put those and we're going to lot them up. So that's how today's eBay Live is going to go. 1 o'clock Central. This week, it's Bowman week. Bowman release is Wednesday. I need to get a scheduled auction. I'm probably going to do 3 o'clock just to be safe. And hopefully, usually my Topps deliveries come around noon. So I might actually even put it, well, I've got to rip it first because it's going to be singles. I've got to set it up to where, because it's going to be as shown on screen, basically. So yeah, maybe we even rip it on eBay Live. Maybe we just rip it on eBay Live and go. Well, yeah, because I would preset the auctions. I'll try to figure out how I'm going to structure it. But plan on that Wednesday afternoon on eBay Live, Bowman release day. Yeah, I haven't received my shipping notification from Topps yet, but I assume they'll get that label. I'm surprised. Well, sometimes I think I've got the label created on Friday or Sunday. Hopefully, I guess I'm going to wait till that label's created before I schedule anything, because if it's delayed for some reason, I don't want to have to delete the auction. So we'll see. Once I get the notification from Topps, then I'll create the auction. So that'll be fun. I'm really risking it, doing eBay Live for Bowman release, but it's kind of a low risk. So 15 blasters is what? 15. What did I pay for 15 blasters? $450. So that's significant, but I think I can, I might lose money. It also depends on what I pull out of the blasters. If I don't get any decent hits, probably lose money, but I think we'll have some fun with it. I'll have some fun with it. If I lose money, I lose money. I like opening Bowman. And maybe I'll open a blaster and then it's like, okay, here's first Bowman of whoever, Travis Bazzana. I can't remember who the top prospect is. So back to speaking of eBay Live today, because I've the last couple hours I've been working on curating today's eBay Live. I have not uploaded the card, so you're going to get the sneak peek right here on Hobby Evolution. I'm going to upload. I think I showed you how I do it a few days ago on Hobby Evolution. We're going to do it again. You'll get a sneak peek on some of what is coming up later today on eBay Live. So we're going to do that. in a little bit. All my singles are uploaded. They're on eBay now, and I just need to get them onto the eBay Live console. Let's go say hello to the chat. Uncle Rich is here. Good morning. He says, smash that like button and sub. And later today, go to Mr. Spencer's eBay Live sale. Thank you. Thank you. It's Mr. Thompson. Spencer's my middle name. Some people get confused because my Facebook name is Bo Spencer Thompson. It's not. Spencer wasn't my mom's last name. Spencer is my middle name. And the reason I go by Bo Spencer Thompson on Facebook is because Bo Spencer was my radio name. And so a lot of people where I worked in radio, they're like, I thought Spencer was your last name. I'm like, see, that's why. So when I was in radio, people knew me as Bo Spencer. Obviously, family and friends from back home knew me as Bo Thompson. So I'm like, all right, we're just going to make it easy for everyone, Bo Spencer Thompson. So a lot of people think it's like the hyphen. It's like Pete Crow Armstrong, who hit another home run last night. The Cubs beat the Brewers again. Let's sweep the Brew Crew today. Sweep the Brewers. Pete Crow Armstrong, 9 home runs. So I've been following the home run hitting today this year. Who's leading the home runs? We need to go to here. Stats. Home runs. Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh is leading Major League Baseball with 12 home runs. Aaron Judge is in second with 11 home runs. Kyle Schwarber, Eugenio Suarez, and Spencer Torkelson. Remember him? They're tied with third with 10 home runs each. And then right below them, you've got Pete Crow Armstrong with 9, Seiya Suzuki with 9, Kyle Tucker with 9. So Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, Pete Crow Armstrong, all with 9 home runs. 2 Cubs right fielders have 9 home runs this year. Seiya Suzuki and Kyle Tucker. All right, let's say hello to Stu. Good morning. Joe, what's going on? Joseph in the house. You probably answered this in the past. Are the fees any different in eBay Live? Same fees as regular eBay. Same fees as regular eBay. You must be making much more per sale. It depends. Some. Here's the thing about eBay Live. I think over the last 30 days, I've made more on eBay Live than I have on Buy It Now because it's instant money. Now, there's some auctions where a lot of 75 SI for kids cards went for $5. But then there's a John Elway rookie went for 21. Should be a 50 on Buy It Now. It's 50 or $60. But there's a Kobe Bryant that I thought would sell for $2 or $3 sold for 20. Larry Bird cards have been selling for like $5. So there's some cards that sell for higher, and there's some that don't sell for as much, but it's instant sales. Like Buy It Now, you list it, you'll get most of the time, you will get the most out of a Buy It Now. Auctions, you're going to make less on 7 days, but you're going to get money in 7 days from now. eBay Live, you're going to get money right now. That's what I like about eBay Live. And especially because I can throw 150, 200 auctions. I could do that on 7 days as well, but I have so many unsold on regular 7-day auctions. And then you have to go convert them to Buy It Now. And then they just sit. And then every once in a while, one sells. With eBay Live and Brian with the genius idea, there's still unsold items on eBay Live. I think in my last auction, I had like 33 out of 200. 33 out of 200 went unsold. We lotted them up, and I think 33 cards ended up selling for like $28. It's like, I'll take it because it's $28 right now as opposed to $1.75 tomorrow, another $1.75 in 7 days, another $1.75. Maybe you sell a few of them in 2 weeks. So it's that instant. And I have so much, like I just mentioned about the storage unit, I've got so much damn. I was going through boxes. Part of the reason why it took me so long, and I think Cooter will be proud of me, was I didn't want to get organized. I didn't want to get organized, and I'm using air quotes because I could have done what I did this weekend in a fraction of the amount of time if I just put boxes on shelves. But then the reason my basement, my card room and shipping room gets so in disarray is because I'll have boxes of, well, this is crap, and I put it over on the floor. This is crap. I'm going to go put it over here, and everything is all out of whack. And I don't have the boxes in the right spaces. So what I was doing was I was going through some boxes like, oh shit, I forgot I had these. This is great eBay Live stuff. I want to make sure this shelf, this unit over on this wall is all good stuff that I'm going to put on eBay Live. This shelf on this side is going to be like, maybe I can put it in quarter boxes. I can put it, maybe lot it up. Maybe eBay Live stuff, but it's like the okay stuff. Like this stuff's the good stuff. This stuff's the okay stuff. And then the crap goes into my car over to the storage unit. So I wanted to be actually organized. Where it's actually organized, it just doesn't look organized. So that was, as soon as I tackled the project of getting things picked up, I wanted to put things in the proper place so I don't run into this problem again. Cody, what's going on? Good morning. Making some French toast. My dad loved that place back in his day. Oh man, now I forgot what we were. Oh, Imperial Garden. Imperial Garden. Yeah, my mother-in-law just absolutely loves it. And my wife likes it, and I'm like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll go. I haven't left the house in a week. I'll go. East Coast Tom says, did you get crab rangoons as an appetizer? Of course I did. Hell yeah. Crab rangoons are the best. Yeah, I got, so we got the appetizer platter. So it comes with crab rangoon, spring rolls, fried shrimp. Fried shrimp is good. I love fried shrimp. What else? Pot stickers. And something else, one other thing. Fried wontons, I think, was the other thing. Red Light 34, good morning. Tom says, damn cards. Sounds like a neat Allen and Ginter said. Yeah, damn cards. Andy Mack, good morning. Gem City Card Show's in the house. Is it corn sweat season yet? Not yet. Not yet. It's probably, have the farmers started? I'm sure corn planting season has begun. There's probably seeds in the ground in the fields right now. That's another thing that's on my to-do list this week is I got to get my garden going. I want to get celery and lettuce in my garden, but I also have to get some fertilizer. I need to replace some of the dirt with some fertilizer. I've got to get some rabbit fencing, keep my rabbits, because they destroyed I didn't get any celery or lettuce last year because I fed the rabbits. Tom says, now Bo understands why I am stopping doing shows. There you go. And Tom got rid of a lot of stuff. That's I'm in that purge mode right now with all my junk at the storage unit. Gem City says, are there any more damn card questions? Where can I get some damn card bait? Low Roller's in the house. He sold $85 worth of cards at a card show. Jaden Daniels, Optic Pink Hollow, Justin Herbert, Hollow Rookie, Aaron Rodgers of 10. Did I get scammed? I don't know. Maybe. Were you happy? Gem City says you did well. Just don't spend that money on skill games. Low Roller just looks for free bonuses on skill games. On Friday, he found 2 free bonuses for a $2 bet and won $40 each. Big weekend. I expect more than $100 each free bonuses for $2 bet. Cooter's here. He says, I like the storage unit idea. Sell packs on Blaster. You can make more money by selling individual packs. No, I'm not going to do that. George, what's going on? Good evening to you. Any single ladies at the auction? I have some Quan to throw at them. Stephen Quan. Uncle Rich says, Scott was very appreciative. I sent you to his store. Also, he had some nice dollar cards. Rich says, sorry, Mr. Thompson, I forgot. Donnie, what's going on? Good morning. George is looking for a waifu. Low Roller says, I believe I got scammed. Sold $85 for 3 cards. I always accept first offer and refuse walk away by shopping around since I am desperate for money. Rich says, good to see you this weekend and look forward to seeing you at my show in 3 weeks. George says, always Brian. Fly the W. Go Cubs, go. Sing the damn song. Gem City says, I want Judge to hit 600 career homers and Schwarber to hit 500. Me too. Me too. I always root for the long ball. Where are we at on those guys? Let's look it up. Aaron Judge. And Aaron Judge is a little older. Aaron Judge is 33 already. Can you believe that? Can you believe that I'm saying 33 already like it's old? God, is he might be older than Kyle Schwarber. Aaron Judge is older than Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber's 32, just turned 32. Aaron Judge just turned 33, like a week ago. So age 32 season for Schwarber, age 33 season for Judge. Judge has 326 career home runs. He's not hitting, I don't think he's hitting 600. So what's he, so how many years? Let's just do, we're going to discount 2016 because he only played 27 games. So basically in 9 seasons, he's hit how many home runs? 326. 326 divided by 9. And let's take out, he hit 4 in 2016. So 322 divided by 9. So he's averaged 35.7 home runs over the course of his prime career. So let's just say he hits 35 home runs on average. So 600 minus 326, 274 divided by 35. So he has to average 35 home runs for, actually this math works out because 7.8 seasons. So including this year and 7 more seasons. So he's got to average 35 home runs this year and 7 more seasons until he's 40 years old. Can he do that? Actually, he might be able to. I mean, I think he's going to hit well over 35. He's already at 11 this year. You know, you would think he can hit 50, if not more. He hit 58 last year, 37 in 2023, 62 in 2022. That'll bring his average up. And then, of course, you know, during his 38, 39, 40-year-old seasons, I mean, it's absolutely within reach. And who knows? He'll be a DH at the end of his career. Where's Schwarber at? So I think Aaron Judge could hit 600 home runs in his career if he stays healthy. And he has been fairly healthy, hasn't he, in his career? 2020 was the weird COVID season. Yeah, 2017, he played in 155 games, 112 in 18. He did only play 102 games in 2019, 148, 157, only played in 106 games in 2023. He played 158 games last year. Wow. All right, Kyle Schwarber, where's he at? Kyle's only at 294 career home runs, but that's only 30 less than, and he's a year. So basically, you do the same math on Schwarber. I think Schwarber absolutely hits 500 home runs. I mean, and he might even get close to 600. So I think Schwarber, of course, he's got to stay healthy, but I think Schwarber would be a lock to hit 500. And I think Judge could absolutely hit 600. Schwarber could even get close to 600. He's a year younger than Judge. Rich says, hit a new dollar box person at the show. Turned out Dr. Jim had been way ahead of me getting to it, but since we look for different things, found lots of good cards. That's what I love about dollar boxes. And you can compete. I have some competition around here in dollar boxes. And when I see Tyler, like I know, like, and he can like point me in the baseball because he's only football. And so, and I can tell him, I'm like, there's some good football because I usually I skip football and basketball and only look at baseball. And he skips baseball and only looks at football. So we can like tell each other, oh, he's like, you're going to want to check that box out down there. And I'm like, oh, sweet. Thank you. I'm like, there's some good football stuff in there. But then James and Black Squirrel, we're all looking for like the same stuff. We're all looking for like Bowman prospects and, that kind of thing. So when I see them, it's like, if I see them digging into the box or they see me digging into the box, all of a sudden it's like vultures. We're all vultures. Gem City says, nice, Uncle Rich. Steals and deals from the Bargain Boxer. Low Roller saw $40 repack on Card Show. I refuse to pay. I don't like paying for it. This is why I cut down on scratch tickets. There you go. Good work. Rich says, Bo, you were also curating cards specifically for eBay Live, meaning you were putting better cards into that platform, and that is perfectly fine. Absolutely. And what's fun about eBay Live and what some of the enjoyment that I'm getting out of it is curating, but also testing. And, it's like, I wonder, if, and I'll, dump, a few cards to see, I wonder how this player does, or I wonder how this card will do. And so I can kind of test it. And sometimes it's a big fail. And sometimes it's like, oh, wow, I'm surprised it sold for that. So that's the fun I'm getting out of it. And goddamn, I love eBay Live. Like, I am having a blast doing this. Now, am I going to have a blast doing it every day for whoever knows how long? Maybe not. But right now, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm neglecting my buy it now section in my eBay store, which I really need to get back into. And I'm going to be buried in shipping, especially after today's sale. I'm already closing in on 200 orders to ship because I didn't do anything yesterday with shipping. So Monday and Tuesday probably are going to be full of shipping. But where was I going? I can't remember what I was saying. But I'm having fun with it. Oh, buy it now sections. But I've got some 86 Fleer that we ran on eBay Live, was a big fail. I'm like, ugh, I paid like $3 a card for these because I usually sell them for $7 or $8 on buy it now, and they sold for $1. It's like, okay, the rest of my 86 Fleer going to the buy it now section. My slabs, I'm going to put a couple slabs in the progressive auction today, but the rest are going to go buy it now. Bargain Boxer says, fewer scratch offs, more Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin at these days? I think it's kind of been like way up and down. Not way up and down, but it's been up and down. It's been a roller coaster in the last couple months. Bitcoin is, oh shit, Bitcoin's at 95,000. I was thinking it was in the 80s. Wow, Bitcoin, 95,000. Damn. Cooter says to Rich, I enjoyed Scott's store, found a few giants. I will definitely go back in a couple weeks. Rich says it was funny because when I went through his dollar box, and since I pulled a few older Hall of Fame cards, we laughed and agreed as to the discount he gave me. George says Low Roller Scratcher is going to rebrand as Low Roller Skill Game. Mike is slowly abandoning scratches and repacks. Max is here. I thought you were at a card show today. Max says you're likely netting out better with one since transaction fee is 30 cents. Gem City says boxes. We talking about boxes? We're supposed to be talking about auctions and you asking a franchise eBay seller about boxes? Boxes? Scallops are the best. I like scallops. You got to get on those tickets and videos, Low Roller. Max says Rangoons are like 3/4 best Chinese app. Third of fourth. Crab Rangoon's my favorite. Crab Rangoon is my favorite. Yeah. So where are we at? Max says 2013 versus 2014 drafts. Judge just took much longer to come up. George says, when I was 33, I was still spry. Yeah, remember that? Like, man, I wasn't spry at 33, though. I'm trying to think, what was I doing at age 33? I might actually be more spry today at age 40. How old am I? 42. God, I'll be 43 this year. Oh, just a couple. This is my age 42 season. I think I'm more spry right now than I was at 33. Now, my age 41 season, not so much, but age 42 season, I got into shape. Not by exercising though, but I feel pretty spry. 33. So 33 would have been 10 years ago. 2015. Yeah, I was probably about what I am right now. Very similar. George says at 45, I am less than spry. Max says needs 50 plus the first half. Gem City says I'm bullish on Judge and needs to play 10. George says I hit 3 tanks in one game a month ago at 45 and then sprained my ankle. Max says think he had a couple of years with injury time. George says been out for a month and probably got another 2 or 3 weeks before I'm back in action. Get back there. Get well soon. Gem City says, and at that pace, they're Hall of Fame bound. Rich says, so to finish what I forgot in that deal I bought, there was a card that we could not find and finally figured it out. Only copy we could even find in Beckett, TCDB, and ComC had never had either a checklist or a ComC listing. It was one card in PSA 6 for $300, and I think that's as good as guess as any. Retro Hero, what's up? I watch your live with Chasing Cardboard. You discussed how you run your business with Ty. Will you tell me on average how many cards you sell on a regular day? It has been on an uptick with eBay Live. I'm probably around 125 to 150. Let me see. I can give you the exact number. Let's just take the last week. Where are we at? Let's see. I love that the eBay app is so much more user-friendly for sellers now. So this is going to be a little on the low side because it takes into account it counts today as a full day and it's only 9 a.m. So 931. I've sold 931 cards over the last 7 days. That's 133. Yeah, so around 150 a day. Shows at 1. Oh, wow. That's an odd time. There's a couple other shows that are Oconomowoc used to be at 1 o'clock. Dairyland Picker, what's up? Sovereignty Horseshoe and Hair Relics in demand. Max says, love watching the sports vultures, especially the guys that are setting up at the show but go around to buy first. That's me. They're all going to the same tables looking for the same things. When are they going to learn to zig when the rest of the crowd zags? The issue is because it's usually you go to it's the same reason people go to you. Like it's just a different realm. It's just bargain box sports. So, like I know this guy's going to have good bargain boxes. The problem is we all know each other. So what happens is if there's a new dealer in the room with bargain boxes and one of us is looking through the boxes, like we're not just looking across the room, we're looking at where the other guys are too. And it's like, if I see James and I'm like, oh, that's a new dealer and James has a nice pile built up, I need to go over there and I see the same. Like if I'm standing at a bargain box, all of a sudden I see some other bargain box guys coming up and taking up a spot next to me. So, because there's usually good stuff. Gem City says, I'm down 47 pounds since last summer. Congrats. That is awesome. I'm more spry at 34 than at 27. Red Light says, how's that e-bike going? It's not warm enough yet. Hopefully I can, I think it is supposed to warm up this week. I might, just depending on time. I don't think I have anything going on next weekend. So I'm going home not for Mother's Day, but the following week I'm going to go home like on Wednesday There's like my mom goes to this, they call it like Queen of Hearts, and like it's a drawing. It's a big like small town thing. So I'll go hit that up, and that'll be Mother's Day. Oh, I am not gonna do Kane County this weekend. I gotta text Mike that. But I do need to get the e-bike out. Dairyland Picker says, "Am I a vulture?" No, I don't think you're a vulture. I am. I am absolutely a vulture. Bargain Boxer says, "We the cheap people." Max says, "No Dairyland, but you know who they are." Bargain Boxer says, "I'm a vulture, cheap people." Me too. Dairyland says, "I know." Not saying there's anything wrong with it. Just laugh when they are all chasing each other. Yep. I mean, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You gotta find the deals. Rich says, "Us dollar box people do very well as we are zigging when everyone else is looking for display cards." That's true. We are zigging. Everyone's zagging over to drool over the PSA 10 downtown Kaboom. And I'm in a dollar box trying to find a $50 card or a $20 card and want to flex on each other. Max says, "You set up at shows." I do. Gem City says, "Oh, by the way, anyone got any old YouTube? YouTube. Any old tube type TVs? I'll buy them 1 penny per pound if they work, and under 30-inch screens. Cards IQ." Gem City says, "Please put cards of Wander Franco in your spokes." So I've got an eBay Live coming up at 1:00 this afternoon. And Max says, "1 show every 6 months doesn't count." Hey, I've done more than 1 show every 6 months. I've done, I think, 2 shows in 2025. I did Wheaton. I did Janesville. And that's it. So that's like 1 show every 2 months. I used to do 2 or 3 a month. But just scheduling just doesn't work. I used to set up at Madison. I just can't set up in Madison anymore. So I set up in Wheaton at DuPage County like a month ago. I set up in Janesville, I think in January. Or no, that was the Super Bowl Sunday in Janesville. So early February. I would have been setting up in Kane County this weekend, but with friends in town and I don't want to set up. And I won't set up again in May. I will set up in June in Janesville. Basically, I'm only setting up in Janesville now, which does seem to run every 6 months. So, my next I won't be setting up for another 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. So that'll be like, that'll keep my trend of once every 2 months, right? 3 shows in 6 months. Rich says, "Obo, as you move to your new location and when you get help at the shows, you can probably set up your boxes with a friend watching those for you." I don't know if I'm going to do that. Because I've still got to haul the shit, and I won't have to haul tables, which is nice. But it's such a pain to haul in all those boxes. I don't think I'm going to do it. Even having somebody watching my table, like maybe down the road, but I don't know. Max says, "I just think it's funny because then all those guys bitch that they can't find anything. Well, when you're behind the other guy by 3 tables, what do you think will happen? The new collector breed is just annoying, to be honest. Collector, LOL. They aren't who am I kidding?" Rich says, "I don't have the inventory, but I could do a show every freaking weekend in DFW if I really wanted to at this point." Dairyland says, love for my PC White lie. Then why are you asking to get at 70%? I need to do a live show, but not soccer this time. It will be baseball. Yeah, soccer's not good. Soccer's really soft. Soccer's a really soft market. It's just because it's so small. It's a really small collector base. Baseball, a really large collector base. John, what's going on? I'm making serious money right now at a card show. Yes. John Keating at a card show. eBay Live coming up 1:00 this afternoon. I've got 150 singles, 50 baseball, 50 football, 50 basketball. I'm gonna do so. I've only uploaded 2 so far to the console. I'm gonna do the rest. It was 8:30, and I'm like, shit, I've got to do my live. So I'm gonna put those up here in just a moment. John says, I'm taking admission and stamping hands. 0 cost of goods sold on my part. Max says, none of those guys have a PC Dairyland. Everything they own is for sale. Soccer 2026 during the World Cup is your selling time for soccer cards. If I decide to hang on to them that long, like, ugh. All right. I'm going to go to my eBay Live console. Well, first, I'm going to share my screen. This is how I've been uploading. This is how you have to do it on for eBay Live. So you go into downloads. I'm going to download a report. We're going to do listings. We're going to do all scheduled listings. Going to download the spreadsheet. It's creating my report. All right, so we're doing scheduled listings. I'm going to go click on it. All right, now I'm going to, oops, oh shit, what's this? All right. Oh, I don't like that it minimizes all the way. All right, now we're going to go to the spreadsheet. Share screen. We want, it's not popping up. Wonder if I do this. Oh, there we go. All right. Here we go. I think it's so small. There we go. All right. So over here, I want to make sure here's a look at all of my scheduled singles for today's eBay Live. These two have already been loaded. And then I've got to change this to the number format. All right, these are the eBay item numbers. All right, copy all of those. Now we're going to go back over to my eBay Live. Where's eBay Live at? There we go. All right, so here's my console on eBay Live. Listings, I'm on the listing screen. We're going to paste all of those listings in. And there you go. So here's all of the, so we're going to have 152 total auctions this afternoon at 1 p.m. Central. I'm going to update they're going to be 15 seconds. We're going to edit. We will do extended bidding on these today. So everything's 15 seconds, but I want to go and edit the last two. Progressive Banger is going to be 5 minutes with extended bidding. And then we're going to do 1 minute on the unsold lot. All right, and actually I've got to move those around. All right, so this one will be 1 minute with extended. All right, everything's extended bidding today, 1 o'clock p.m. Central. My live console, we're going to move. Got a Bo Jackson football rookie, so Progressive Banger is going to be the last. There we go. So here's a look at, here's the first look, and these are also available on eBay. 1 o'clock Central for eBay Live. We've got some Bowman prospects, a first Bowman Chrome, Kevin Alcantara. We've got Ken Griffey Jr., 79 tops, Eddie Murray, Hunter Green Refractor, Jackson Holiday, Palmeiro number to 2000, Got Bo Jackson, first Chrome, Chandler Simpson, Wade Boggs from the Donruss Learning Series. Those are pretty rare. An early Mike Trout, 2013 Topps. We got Mantle, Gary Carter, Archives Reserve, Luca Tresh of the Royals, Speckle Refractor to 299. I've got a Dylan Cease, Silver Ice. Mark Grace, 88 Topps traded. We've got an 85 Donruss, Pete Rose. Some first Bowmans, James Wood, Christian Vaquero, Jason Churio. A Bo Jackson rated rookie. There's PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, 9 home runs, his Heritage Minor League card. 50 basketball singles, Giannis, Jordan, Dirk, Steph Curry, Baby Jordan, Harold Miner with Big Jordan, Michael Jordan in the background. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Shaq, Rodman, Bronny. Oh, Bronny and LeBron back to back. I didn't even plan that. Patino, Iverson, Kemp, Tim Duncan, Garnett, Pippen, Dickie V. And then we got 50 football singles. I've got Mahomes, Aaron Hernandez rookie, Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel, serial number to 799, Marvin Harrison Jr. rookie, Chris Berman from an ESPN ad card set, Joe Burrow, Tim Tebow refractor, got an autograph of former Bears running back Anthony Thomas, Josh Allen silver. We got Barry Sanders and John Elway, Howard Cosell even, a Bernie Kosar rookie, a Bo Jackson rookie, Marvin Harrison Sr. rookie, Jimmy Garoppolo rookie variation, Lawrence Taylor, Tom Brady, Emmitt Smith, and Devin Hester rookie card. So that's all coming up 1 o'clock Central Time this afternoon on eBay Live. So there you go. There you go. Dairyland Picker. We answered your question. Sports cards. Thank you, Sherlock Klein. John says, love Excel tutorials. Always sounds better with an Indian accent. Our Sizzle is here. Drinking game already this morning. Every time you say eBay Live, I might say it a few more times. Get your refill. Sure. All right. So I've got that. I think I'm going to go do some shipping. It's only 9:30. I've got a few hours. I'm going to get some massive shipping done. I've got to take a few loads up to the car to head over to the storage unit. Coming up today at 1 o'clock on eBay Live, take a drink. 1 o'clock Central, 152 auctions. 150 singles, an unsold lot at the end, and then our progressive banger, which I do need to get that curated as well. But I'm gonna take care of some shipping first. All right. Hit the like button if you haven't already. eBay Live is today, even though for the last 53 minutes it says tomorrow. Good thing I put Sunday in parentheses. Sunday singles today on eBay Live. Take another drink. 1 o'clock Central on my channel. Make sure to follow my eBay store so you get notifications on eBay Live. Take another drink. Updates and scheduling, as well as any sales and coupons that are running. And if you check out my Buy It Now section, buy 7 or more cards at regular price, you'll save 25% off at checkout. 99centcards.com is my eBay store. Again, like and subscribe. Have a great day. Take another drink because I'm going to be on eBay Live at 1 o'clock Central Time this afternoon. Hope to see you there.